Figures. Diglet's gotta dig. This could get annoying. I hope the Doug Trio encounter slot isn't too rare. Do all Diglett have Arena Trap? I thought they might have two different abilities. There we go, yeah. Sweet Scent is going to be an important move for later. But do I want to take away Tackle for it? I guess I don't need my Venusaur to know it, but it would be nice. Let's go ahead and teach it. That way I can kind of mix in some RNG shinies here and there. There we go. Now the real question is, will Dugtrio survive a Razor Leaf? I think I better just Leech Seed it and put it to sleep. Probably for the best. Of course, that accuracy drop is really going to be helpful with this strat. Let's get this first. There we go. Alright, now I think we're good to start throwing balls. Maybe not. Very nice. Perhaps I should invest in some repels at some point. Especially in Diglett Cave. Is there a hidden item up here or something? Oh, just empty space. Yeah. Do I want to go ahead and do this trade? I guess I'm here. The problem is I have to... I'm pretty sure this Mr. Mime is nicknamed and won't have my OT, so I probably will have to breed this Mr. Mime anyway for the final entry. So you know what, I'll hold off on doing the trade. I'll probably skip all the in-game trades until I'm ready to start breeding. And we can teleport. So no Diglett Cave. Oh yeah, I have to go through the house. Alright, I have a feeling I'm going to want to come back. Well, no, I don't want to actually heal here. Might be faster to teleport to Cerulean later. Although I may end up needing to heal regardless. Alright, so round 11. What kind of spawns do we have? We have Drowsy. That is our new spawn. Drowsy. And if I remember correctly, you can catch Wild Hypno in the islands, the Sevi Islands. So for now, we just need to catch one Drowsy, and eventually 2 Hypno, 1 male and 1 female for the different forms. There you are. Truly iconic cry there. Will a single Razor Leaf take you out? We'll just do a Leech Seed. If I can land it. Oh, never mind. Alright, well, let's see if you live then. And, yeah, no you don't. Not with a crit anyway. Yeah, level 13 is definitely not living. Oh, you have insomnia. Okay. Well, let's just chuck balls then. Didn't anticipate wasting this many Pokeballs on a low-level Drowsy. Jeez. Guess I got 2 more chances here. Okay. Let's take on the little ship here. I guess. Yeah, I still have plenty of health. Let's go ahead. Between the SSN and the gym, I will probably have to heal. So we can forget the teleport strap, but that's alright. Bonjour, he says. That where the ship's going? To Kalos? Oh, I forgot, he's asleep. Yeah, that's gonna be maybe an issue. At least I outspeed. Very clutch. Alright, I'm gonna switch just to get my accuracy back up. Squirtle will probably survive, right? Oh yeah, took it like a champ. Good timing there. Kadabra. You just love to lower my accuracy, don't you? Do I go ahead? Because I have one stage of accuracy to... Yeah, no. Still hit. And there it is. Yeah, it's all going to be brought up to home at the end. Or, as we go. The rationale mainly being that I want to get this full collection done prior to the bank shutting down. So yeah, they'll all be transferred up at some point. Wow, did I miss every single Razor Leaf? That's insane. Alright, well I guess Charmander's getting out of EXP. I mean, your Charmeleon's cool and all, but I'll raise you this. Just yellow. More yellow. I have some work to do regardless of how long it takes for that to shut down. But no one really knows when they're going to actually cut it off. The only official statement from them is that transfer your mons up sooner rather than later. And yeah, you know, it's probably something that people can get around at some point, but it's tough because I don't know if you know how Pokemon Home works, but they have this system now where anything that's deposited has a home tracker, so you can kind of tell which game it goes into and follow that transfer pattern. And I'm pretty sure that if you were to get Pokemon migrated up, not through Bank, but by some other means, like through PK Hex or something, it wouldn't have that home tracker. Now, that is something you could theoretically fake, I guess, but I don't know. There's probably... It's just going to be tricky regardless. When Bank officially shuts down, it will be difficult, as far as my understanding goes. Okay, let's go ahead. Do I have cut? Who gives you cut? Oh yeah, I have cut. It could be like another year, it could be another 5 years, it could be even longer. You never really know. So, I mean, I could have started this a while back as well, but better late than never. Oh my gosh, these accuracy shenanigans, I can't handle it. I wonder if I can use my other starters now. Because after beating the second gym, is my cap level 20? Probably. So I can probably use it up until then. Then after Surge, I will have a 30 cap. Maybe Mega Punch will do more if you even survive. Yeah, you're not making it. It's close. Not close enough. Well, let's see if Squirtle can get something in here. It'll be tough. Can it take a super effective Stab Spark? Oh, no. No, it cannot. And Magnemite's what we don't want to see. Kind of resists everything. There will be no parafusion on my watch. No, sir. Thank you, crit. I might as well just go ahead and take out these trainers, heal, and then get to business. And now for the most intricate, thought-out puzzle that has ever been incorporated in a Pokemon Gym challenge. Okay, is that... Oh, first try. Very rare that I get it first try. Alright, I don't know how this is going to go, so I'm going to go ahead and save. Oh, I forgot I put Charmeleon in the front. Well, let's see if he survives. Some nice XP. Ooh. But are you going to heal? Yep. It's a Blaze Ember right there. Alright, let's see if we can get one hit in here. Nope. The shenanigans begin. Ooh. Now I have to hit you. And I hope you don't use double team. There we go. So now I think I can get my other team members to level 29 or level 30. will actually be usable. Ah. I don't need that. Do I need more Pokeballs, though? How many do I have? Yeah, let's buy some more. And maybe a repel for later? Yeah, like a 5 repels. Why not? Alright, what was this? Route 9. Alright, let's check the encounters. It is more of the same. Rattata, Spearow, and Ekans. Ooh, not even half? I mean, I guess this is a jolly Charmeleon, so... can't expect too much on the special side. Getting a lot of burns, though. Alright, with the Blaze boost, I think I'm at Blaze range, yep. I guess Smokescreen will be maybe a useful tech move later, but... I mean, yeah, I guess there's no point in keeping that one. Or Onyx. And your meager special defense stat. You identified me. Congratulations. Aw, dang it. That was very, Oh, I'm still alive. One EXP point short. And War Turtle is probably the most underwhelming of the shiny starters in terms of the mid stages. Beedrill sprite in this game is well, it's something. Oh, that's not going to do it. We can't have that. Oh shoot, another Beedrill. We could be here for a little bit. If only we had a living Charmeleon. But unfortunately, the timing of that didn't work out so well. Alright, we're at least doing half. Good job, War Turtle. War Turtle. That's going to be a hell of a name to say. That's a crit. Yeah, War Turtle, you really have to step your game up. Thanks for not hitting yourself, though. We will be taking advantage of that move right there, yep. At least I can one-shot a Geodude with a water move. As long as I can do that, there's still hope. Okay, Route 10. Surely there's a new encounter here. There is. And it's Voltorb. Wait. Voltorb is outside of the power plant? I guess we'll see. There it is. Don't know if we'll end up needing the Everstone. Might be convenient at some point. Alright, Blaze Boosted Ember. Big damage. Almost half. Very close. Come on, Charmeleon. Does this Clefairy even have an attacking move? Is my question. Doesn't appear to want to use it if it does. Alright, good job, buddy. Yeah, I'll heal you up again. If I can get into the door. Okay, Rock Tunnel. Do I have Flash, actually? I think you're supposed to grab it from the attendant on Route 2. That's it, isn't it? Which is a while away. I guess I could go ahead and get some catches in before I go back. Because I probably do want Flash. So in Rock Tunnel... Floor 1 has Machop and Onyx as new encounters. And, yeah, I've got Geodude, so Machop and Onyx. That's what we're looking for. Oh. You know what? Maybe I can just see if I can make my way through. And if things get dicey, I do have Abra to teleport me out. So let's just find our way through best we can. I know the general layout, but I don't know exactly. And of course, it's going to be much harder to avoid trainers if I can't see. Also, don't want to be throwing out fire types in front of ground types. No, I can probably just bite. Yeah, there we go. Hello, sir. Okay, come on. Be nice if my Charmeleon lasted a little bit longer in this cave, but that's fine. Good stuff. Well, you're still gonna make it. Very nice. There's Onyx. But I don't know if it will survive a bite. Let's see. I think it might. But its special defense is so bad. Oh. 1 HP. Cool. And considering the catch rate's pretty bad too, I'm probably going to put it to sleep. Just to be sure. I will need to... Well, never mind. That's for Gen 2. I was about to say I need 2 more Onyx for Steelix, but that's a Gen 2 Pokemon. So we don't have to worry about that till Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Alright, don't want to easily miss the rock snake. There it is. I think since we have all of the new Pokemon caught, I can just use Repel. Move things along a little bit. As if I can find my way out. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Good job weakening electricity. Very relevant in this fight. Oh, why not? Better than withdraw. Or I guess I don't need Tail Whip. Yes, because that Onyx would be from Kanto, and I want Steelix from Johto. So that goes for Scyther into Scizor as well. Oddish to Blossom. That kind of thing. It's too embarrassing for me to lose to Payday. I can't do that. Oh, I dodged one trainer. Well, it's gonna be a hassle, for the simple fact that all of the seed harvesting that was done for the original carts will probably have to be done again, because all the calibrations are going to be different running on a Switch versus running on a Game Boy or a DS. So I would imagine that all of that work needs to be done again just to figure out what set of seeds are available and tracking that. And on top of that, it's going to be the same difficulty in terms of hitting 2 frame-perfect inputs. In terms of how the game itself runs on the Switch, it may not even be viable to RNG manip. I mean, I'm sure you could, or you could maybe like deduce your seed and then manip something, but I guess we'll see. I don't really know if there's going to be a difference at all if it running on the Switch versus original hardware. Almost out. There we go. I knew the entrance was there somewhere. Favorite Gen 1 Pokemon? I wouldn't say that I am particularly fond of Gen 1. But out of the Gen 1 mods, I've always really liked Marowak, actually. I like the Cubone lore. Where's the skull of its mother and everything. I think that's interesting. Big fan of Scyther. Big fan of Electabuzz. Yeah, I'd say those are pretty up there. Favorite shiny of Kanto or in general? Because there are quite a few good shinies out there. Well, in Kanto, there's some pretty wild shinies for sure. I don't know. I like how Poliwrath turns green. It's a good one. Rapidash, in Gen 2 when the flames were purple. That was pretty peak. But now they're just a grayish color, which is still kind of cool. Slowbro, pretty nice. Not a huge fan of all the ones that just turn green. You know, wheezing, coughing and wheezing are pretty strong too. I don't know, the colors really speak to me. Pinsir's solid. I like Porygon. I like that Aerodactyl turns pink. Kind of fun. And one that is maybe more controversial or less popular is I do like Articuno shiny, how it just kind of gets more pale, kind of like ice. I guess that's more of my thing. Yeah, that really set a lot of things in motion for the standard shiny. You have all the green shinies, you have all the blue Pokemon that turn purple. Some other bizarre choices in there as well. Always with the accuracy. Every time. Wow. Truly devastating. Are we speed? Oh no, we're not speed tied. He's using quick attack. That's why. Something I've noticed about Gen 1 is that these trainers fight dirty. A lot of accuracy strats, a lot of sleep moves. Like, I don't think you see that very much in other gens. Definitely not in the Hoenn games as much. And we're going to have to delete that leech seed there. Okay. More accuracy. This is... Oh, great. Truly thrilling gameplay here. Well, let's just go back to you then. Ooh. Almost got me with that. Nah. I guess. Oh. Just delete water gun. Oh, God. That was not intentional. Well, I might have just made my war turtle useless until I get Surf or until I get Move Relearner. Oh, well, it just went above level 30, I'm realizing, so didn't matter anyway. It's going to be useless regardless. Well, I don't feel too bad about it then. Alright, please land this. Good. Very good. Don't know why you want to use Growl on me all the time. Not sure how that helps you. Glorious. Alright, Route 8. Now this is where I can get Growlithe and nothing else. Just Growlithe. And a War Turtle with no water move. Oh yeah, and it's still defiant. Let's at least get through one Pokemon, please. War Turtle. Man, what would be really nice right now is a water move. How much does this do? It does enough. Alright, let's catch a couple Growliths. One for the first stage, one for Arcanine. And maybe War Turtle will help us out here. Thank you, War Turtle. Oh. That's right, you know Roar. That might complicate things. Why did it fail, though? What determines whether Roar works or not? Now that time it worked. Let me see if I have something to heal you with. Nope. Okay. It is the first fully evolved shiny, yeah. Guess I didn't think about it that way, but you are correct. Actually, you know what? No, I'll keep Venusaur out front to catch these Growlithe, and then we'll give Charmander some levels, but we don't want to over-level Charmander because we do want him to be obedient for the Grass Gym. Yeah, speaking of beloved Gen 1 shinies, I do like Shiny Venusaur a lot. While Black Charizard is, of course, very hyped and objectively very good, there's something special about the green frog. And then there's Blastoise. Not a whole lot going on with Blastoise. Alright, hope is I can land a Sleep Powder, and then one Razor Leaf will at least take it down to half health. Or it kills it. That's not good. Okay. That wasn't a crit, right? That was normal. I guess Venusaur is just too powerful. I knew there was something over here. Well, maybe some Growlithe survive and some don't. Now would be a great time to have Tackle, but Sweet Scent is also going to be useful here in the near future. Okay, this is level 18. I think the last one was 16. So maybe this one will survive. Okay. Perfect. Oh. Oh. Never mind. That was close, though. What are the ways to circumvent Roar? I guess you could use Disable... No. Be tricky to make that work. I guess you can't really get around it unless the Pokemon's ability is something like Suction Cups or Sticky Hold. Do those counteract Roar? I think they might. And I'm not getting an Octillery or Cradilly in this run, so I guess I just have to deal with it. One of the reasons why I'm probably going to save catching the shinies for later on down the line is because of situations like this. I mean, can you imagine me RNGing a shiny Growlithe and then it immediately just roaring and boom, I have to do it again. And probably again and again and again if I don't have the right resources. Ingrain might work, Spiderweb as well. I don't know if Mean Look works though, because Mean Look prevents Pokemon from fleeing, but Roar isn't them fleeing; it's forcing you out. I would have to maybe look into that more. You might be right. That's just my understanding. Level 17. So pretty iffy if it's going to survive a Razor Leaf. And let's try it. Low roll versus... Oh yeah, good. That'll work. Be nice if it was in the red, but... Okay. Fingers crossed. Because this is quite a tricky encounter. Very nice. So now just one more. No big deal. Okay, so this one may not survive, but we'll try it. Oh, yeah, no. Maybe the first one that I took out was just a really weak defensive nature or something. Cool. That wasn't too bad. Alright, so the next order of business will be to defeat the Grass Gym. I don't know if there's anything new on the route in between, is there? Can't remember the route number for that. I don't know if it necessarily rocked the boat. I would say that I'm probably going to treat it similar to my philosophy with the Virtual Console games, which is that they are still the same games, but because they're released, they're in another pocket in time in the future, they can't go up through the other games, then I'm going to consider them to be a little bit of a special case. Because I would imagine that the way the transfer process is going to go, the emulated Fire Red and Leaf Green will have special icons, maybe like the Game Boy icon again, or maybe a Game Boy Advance icon. That'd be pretty cool. So it doesn't, you know, invalidate me playing in the original games, but it is interesting. I don't know if I would have... yeah, I'm not sure if I would have chosen the Switch version over the originals had it been an option. I'm sure that using RNG manipulation in the Switch version, which we were talking about earlier, is probably going to be a little bit more tricky, or at the very least different. It's going to have to be mapped out. So for that reason, I'm kind of glad that I'm doing it here. Alright, so Route 7, is there anything new? There's Oddish. First time I've been able to catch Oddish, so let's do that. Oh, the ability soundproof. Yeah, that's a good point. I may, you know, end up getting the Mr. Mime and using that for all of my Pokemon that I'm concerned about using Roar. Yeah, no legacy ribbons. I would not... I'm not going to put ribbons on these Pokemon. Although... Well, when I beat the champion, some of them will have the ribbons, which is actually kind of annoying. But, yeah, I don't know. I won't really prioritize ribbons for this. There are plenty of other situations, though, where I'm really going to be all about ribbons. If they release the old events, would that change things? It would change things for one Pokemon, and that is Mew. If they release the old C map so that you can get Mew in an English version of Fire Red and Leaf Green, then I will get the Switch version of that, and I will get the Mew from Fire Red or Leaf Green in that game. Because right now, my only option on retail, which is kind of the closest and earliest way to get Mew, is the old C map event on the Japanese version of Emerald. And so that's what I'm currently planning on doing. But now with this announcement and everything, that may not be necessary, which is good because that saves me 2 playthroughs of Japanese Emerald. One for the regular Mew, one for the shiny Mew. So that would be really nice if I didn't have to have 2 extra playthroughs of that. Oh wait, I've already caught Oddish, what am I saying? Well, never mind. I have 2 Oddish now, which is not the worst thing in the world because Sweet Scent will be helpful later. I'm just going to go ahead and... What level does Oddish evolve? Maybe that one's close to evolving? And I'll just stick it elsewhere for now. Just so I am not going insane. So yeah, basically the only thing the new games change, or the new releases change, is that... Oh wait, do I... Yeah, no, I want to RNG manip the shiny Eevee. I don't want to get the regular one. Which we may do... Let's see, can we do that today? We might do that today, actually. Let me beat the grass gym first. And then before I leave town, perhaps we will try to go for a shiny Eevee. Because we will need a lot of those. And doing a static RNG here is preferable to breeding, in my opinion. Alright, I don't want to over-level Charmander, but I think it's fine where it is right now. So yeah, as I was saying, the new releases for Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Switch are only going to be relevant if I can get an English Mew. I will not RNG the shiny static Magikarp because it's really hard. There's a lot of moving NPCs in that Pokemart, and that's actually a good point. I probably should have picked that up when I was over there. Not that it matters too much. Magikarp's very plentiful. But yeah, it would be a very difficult RNG to complete for all the moving NPCs. Much more difficult compared to just catching it in the wild. So I'm not going to put myself through the extra headache there. Alright, Charmeleon, you gotta have a better fire move soon, right? When does this sucker know flamethrower? Because I'm gonna need that ASAP. At least you can take out frail little Bellsprouts. Something that I'm particularly hoping for the sake of this challenge is that because they're releasing Fire Red and Leaf Green just by themselves, not in the context of the wider Gen 3 games, perhaps there will be some kind of distribution or custom event for Mew that you can get in Kanto and not just in Emerald, because that's where the Faraway Island event was exclusive to Emerald itself. You couldn't do it in Fire Red and Leaf Green. So that would mean that you could get a Mew and a shiny Mew from Kanto, from the Generation 3 game, technically, even though it's emulated or it's a port or whatever. I would take that hands down over any other Mew that you can get elsewhere in the main series. Hey, the Bellsprout line's defenses are pitiful, aren't they? Am I technically Blaze Range? I guess I'm not. I need to be below 1/3. Yeah, that's not going to be very helpful. Alright, let's heal up real quick and knock this gym out. Of course. Will I survive? Ooh, I did survive. Good job, Charmander. Or Charmeleon. I'm afraid that you're probably not going to be very useful for the rest of the battle, though. Let's see if... Yeah, no. I don't think I have any revives, do I? Alright. This is a shiny Origin Dex, but it also includes the normal forms as well. So it's a complete living Dex. Oh, I can't use... dang. I just realized. Can I use Sleep Powder on grass types in this game? Yes, I can. Okay. We may actually be in a bit of trouble then. Oh, used a full heal. Wow. Well, but Venusaur's strong, so actually maybe we're fine. You know, now would be a great time to learn a poison move. You know, since you're half poison type. Just a thought, Venusaur. Yes, it is indeed insane, and that's how I roll. What can I say? Ooh, that's a crit. Well, I guess it double resists grass, doesn't it? We're in pretty bad shape then. If it has recovery... What else can I do here? My war turtle is disobedient. Yeah, I can probably punch it through. When Pokemon are transferred up, their names get converted from all caps to normal. Just the first character capitalized and then the rest are lowercase. It's just the way it's displayed. Now, if you were to nickname a Pokemon in all caps, then it would stay all caps when you transfer it. But just in terms of catching a Pokemon and what its natural name is displayed, it's all caps in these games, but it gets converted when you transfer it. That would be a very annoying quirk. If it didn't automatically switch. I would probably just leave it, though. Consider it just an artifact of being from those games. Alright, so that was a little tougher than I expected. But Venusaur's the goat, so we're fine. I might as well. I don't know. Trainer IDs are not going to be consistent between Pokemon because I have to draw from so many different files. And while it would be theoretically possible to have the same trainer ID on every Pokemon, that would be... half the challenge would just be focusing on that. At that point, like it would just take so much time, especially in Gen 3, where Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Emerald don't have stable trainer ID or RNG. So it would just be a fool's errand, I think. All right, so you know what? We're here in whatever the city is called. I can't even, wasn't even paying attention. But, you know, we've been catching just a lot of normal guys lately, and I think we should maybe do something a little bit more exciting, i.e., let's try to catch a shiny Eevee. Yeah, the trainer name, it does stay the same. But when you're putting in the trainer's name, you can just like choose the capitalization yourself if you want. Is this the right building? You have to go over here. Oh no, that's an item. Yeah, so the trainer name, as long as I'm not messing things up, I can make sure that the first letter's capitalized, the last are lowercased. Lowercase. Okay. I'm gonna need a second to get things set up here, but it shouldn't take too long. Gotta open up all my RNG programs. And the calibration that I used for the starter should be pretty similar because this is a Method 1 RNG just like those are. And what else do I need? I need the 10 lines open. That's for sure. I probably won't do the Game Corner statics right away just because I need money for that. And I don't have a lot of money right now. So I'll probably just wait. Wait for another time. I may even do those in the Leaf Green playthrough where I'm going to probably get most of the shinies. And that's just because when you think about me catching all of the Pokemon, there's not going to be enough room in one game to hold them all. So I will need to split them up, and that's probably how I'm going to do that. Okay, let me see if I can fix this real quick. You open here. Looking for... There you go. Okay, I have everything set up here that I think I need. And... oh, I do probably need my seeds as well. Yeah. Alrighty. What are my settings right now at present? Stereo LR. So as long as there's not any shenanigans here, I can probably just use those. Look for a seed in those options. Stereo LR, okay. That'll do. This should be a little bit more... here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. So, first things first, I need to find a shiny target that is not the longest wait away. And then we can go for it. What I would like to do, because this is the static Eevee, and there's only 2 of these, 1 per game, I would probably want to go for the rare targets first. And the rarest target of all the Eevees would be a shiny female Eevee, which I will need at least 1 of, because Eevee in the later games, the base form of Eevee has a male and female variant. So I will need 1 of those. And the gender ratio is, I think it's the same as the starters. It's like a 12% for female. So what I'm going to do is look for a seed. Well, let me just quick method 1. That gender ratio. Is this an old version of Pokefinder? I think it might be, but that's fine. Alright. So let me get to a good spot here. Option 200 stereo, A, held button none. Let's find some kind of target. We could search in the 10 lines for this, but I'm just going to do this real quick. It's a little bit faster. And we're looking for a target that's maybe, you know, in the... oh, hold on. We have some targets here. None of them are female. Should I go for the female one first, or should I just get a shiny right away? Because either way, I only need 1. I could save the female one for Leaf Green. Just going to take some searching. Yeah, let's try for a female, actually. Let's get the hardest one out of the way first. Which means we're probably going to be searching through a lot of these seeds. Or not, because there's this one that is only 1,000 away. That's kind of perfect. But it has some of the worst stats I've ever seen on a Pokemon. It's like 7 HP, 7 attack, 7 defense, 4 special attack, 1 special defense, 0 speed. But it is a female. So I say we go for this. I say that this is the one we want here. So let me just make sure that these IDs are correct, because I was resetting a ton. 27, 25, 40. Yep, this is correct. Static. We are looking for gifts. We're looking for Eevee. This is an Impish. So it's going to be totally useless in battle, which is fine because this is going to probably stay a shiny Eevee. We're not going to do anything else with it. Did I get those right? 410, yep. And we have these settings here correct. Stereo, L equals R, held button none. Put that in our seed. Target advances in 1031. And I will have to probably recalibrate for the advances because this Eevee is going to have a different delay, probably. Maybe not, actually. I don't know. It could be similar or close. I'm going to go ahead and assume that we're 5 seeds in our range and that our target is sort of kind of close. Maybe 700 is the base and 1200 is the highest. Oh, hold on. Did I... Can I choose an option that's not a starter? Oh, no, I got this, yeah. Gifts. Eevee. Okay, great. So I think I saved, but I'll go ahead and save again. And let's see where we land on this one. Let me adjust that. I wonder if that is when you receive it, or do you have to just wait for the initial click? I guess we'll see. Because it could be the case that I have to wait to press the button first thing. And I'm pretty sure it's at the... What is this, 25? It's after closing the nickname screen that you officially receive it, or it's officially generated. Alright, so no result. I'll expand this, or you know what, I'll try again this time, just waiting to click on the Pokeball. Because it's probably, I just have to wait to click it. There's no extra text bubble there. Okay, let's see if we get a result with this one. Oh. What? uh oh, okay. Okay. Well, we found out, didn't we? We surely found out how this works. Let's add that to the total. Oh god. Yeah, I thought that would take a little bit longer than it ended up taking. Okay. Don't really know what to say to that, other than we have the shiny female Eevee. Check. One more. Yeah, well, if you're excited to watch some RNG gameplay today, there's not going to be very much for you. I don't think I'm going to have any more for you today, but that was cool. That was really cool. I'm just gonna let's look at that for a second. Yeah, wow. Just like that. Terrible in battle, so we will not be using that under any circumstances. We probably weren't going to use it anyway, but just put it with the others. That gives me hope for the future, more or less. It's definitely not going to be that easy every time, but yeah. So, now I guess I'm down to keep playing for a little bit longer. Why don't we get the tea? And I'm not talking about the hot goss. And then, can I get into the rocket base in the game quarter yet? I guess I have to. Yeah, Lapras will be pretty similar. Because I guess you can't get wild Lapras, can you? Oh, you can in the Sevi Islands, actually. Much later in the game. But it would probably be easier to just go ahead and do it at the Silphco. Also, is my level cap now at 40? Because that would be really nice. Then I can actually start to use my other starters a little bit more. Not that War Turtle / Blastoise is going to be any use to me until I can get Surf. Since no water move, but that's my fault. Water Gun's not even that strong anyway. I think Bite and Water Move are pretty similar in terms of the base power. Anything worthwhile down there? Probably not. Oh, you're a spinner. Should have known. If this Charmeleon wasn't jolly, I would probably be doing a lot better right now. But alas, you take what you get, I guess. I don't know why I'm really prioritizing picking up some of these items, but... well, that's definitely something I'll need. Do I have to beat one of these guys for the key? I think I might have to. What a shame. Oh, you didn't use quick attack. Why not? Did you want to lose? You're going to use quick attack, though, yeah. Alright, War Turtle, use Bite. Your one and only damaging move. Oh, I guess I didn't have to beat them, did I? Alright, well... guess I think I come back here to get in the elevator later. That's probably how it works. Go up, down, down. Yeah, keep you there. Oh, wait. Am I being outplayed by a puzzle made for 10-year-olds? It is possible. Where might I want to go with this? Oh, I want to do that one. That's right. Oh, thank God. I mean, I guess I could have finished it off with Rapid Spin, but this War Turtle's attack is so terrible that it might have taken 2 hits. Oh, definitely giving the black glasses to War Turtle. 100%. No, you're the grunt I need to beat for the key. Yeah. I'm sorry. Where did that come from? Dang, if only I had a water move. I'll take a flinch, though. Hmm. Gonna want that. Oh, I still have to fight you? Sucks. Oh, great. Oh, great. Okay, well. Oh, great. Probably would have been faster to take the stairs at this point. Alright, so we'll pass on the game quarter mons for now, because they are expensive. Particularly Porygon. What's good, though, is that if I have enough money, I can buy 2 Scyther, one for the male, one for the female, and get them from the game corner, which means they'll be in a Pokeball. So I won't have to breed for them later. Otherwise, if I caught them in the Safari Zone, I'd have to breed for them because they'd be in a Safari Ball. So that's good. But that's for later, when I actually have the expendable income, which at this point I don't. All right, let's see. Why don't we finish the day off with some captures here in the tower? Maybe getting to the top, but that might take a little bit with all the trainers in there, so we will see, but getting close to wrapping up here. I don't want to go that way. Might be some worthwhile EVs to get on Charmander, killing a bunch of Ghastly. Oh, Cubone. Very nice. I don't think I need to switch. Will Metal Claw will survive that? Yeah, pretty low base power. Very nice. Zombies! Exclamation point. Very relatable. Just coming up short here on those KOs. I guess you can find Wild Haunter in the tower. And if that is the case, then I will be probably trying to catch 2 Wild Haunter, one for Gengar and one for Haunter itself. Oh. Didn't necessarily want to kill you there. Although I will take the special attack EVs. It's a ghost! Yeah, let's give you a break for this one. Thank goodness. I was about to lose my mind having to use Ember at level 33. Can you imagine? Now that's respectable damage. It's not a lot of damage, but it's respectable for a Jolly Charmeleon. All right. So I will catch 1 Ghastly, 2 Haunter, and then call it. Of course, I don't know what the encounter rate for Haunter is. If it's really low, then maybe I'll wait on that. But hopefully I can find some soon. Seems like the rates are different depending on the floor, so I guess I'll just go up as high as I can. And perhaps have you in front. Oh. Whoops. Guess this is a good chance to see if Ghastly can survive a Razor Leaf. Nope, they cannot. Haunter might, though. Although the defenses are still much too low, probably. Oh, you did survive. Might as well get this guy, too. Not very useful, but whatever. Is Cubo not the rarest spawn in the tower? If so, I've gotten pretty lucky. No, I will definitely not be shiny hunting on the new versions. For this challenge, anyway. I guess I'll do Leech Seed and just start throwing balls. Yeah, the only situation where I would use the re-releases over the originals is if, let's say, they announce that they're shutting down Pokemon Bank functionality tomorrow or something very soon, to the point where I wouldn't be able to finish my work in these games. If that did happen, then I would use the newer version on the Switch, but otherwise this has everything that I need, and the RNG process is pretty settled for this game, or these games, so I was talking earlier about some of the potential differences. Even though the re-releases are the exact same ROMs, the RNG is going to be a little bit different in terms of how you manipulate it. All the seeds that we are currently aware of for Fire Red and Leaf Green have been calibrated on DS and GBA, and so we would have to recalibrate all of that for the Switch, most likely, to find out what the new seeds are. Yeah, resets would be different. The logistics of doing RNG manipulation would be different. Catching normal Pokemon is catching normal Pokemon regardless of what you're playing on, so that wouldn't be affected. But half of my targets are shiny, and I will be using RNG manipulation for them, so seems like these are the better option. Ah, crap, they know Curse, don't they? That's gonna get in the way. Well, looks like we have another tricky encounter we have to deal with. Okay, that's the top floor. Are there encounters on the top floor? I can't remember. There are, okay. There you are. I don't think I added the ghastly to the chart either. Ghastly. Okay. Fingers crossed. Nope. Still asleep. Very nice. All right, let's get one more. One more real quick. I finally made it to a full box of Pokemon outside of the ones in my party. Shame we're coming up one short of 50 by the end of today, but that's fine. Numbers are just numbers. All right, let this be the final one. Okay, so you used Curse once. If I switch out, well, why don't I try to catch it once first? Perfect. Very nice. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna call it there. 49 total caught, one of which was a shiny female Eevee that I got way faster than I anticipated. Just to kind of take a bigger look here, this is what we're looking at. Still quite a lot of gaps, of course, but it's always nice to go back and look at all the shiny starters that I've already gotten. That gives me some hope. But yeah, we got a bunch of normies, a bunch of shiny starters, and one shiny Eevee. So I will be returning Tuesday evening around 8 EST. So if you're down, please stop by. I'd like to thank you all for joining me today, and I will catch you next time.